welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. Tomorrow shouldn't be as late, but I can't guarantee that for sure. But let's get right to it. So at the Sam penthouse, Sam is leaving a message for Dr. Finn. Liz comes in from dropping Jake off, and she asks her if she's okay because she's going to go back to the hospital. So she tells her that Jason may have contracted malaria, and she's afraid about passing it off to her child, and that was like kind of a slip because Liz assures her that that could only happen during pregnancy, and it's like, yeah, about that. So Elizabeth wants to go get Sam water because she doesn't look good, and Sam has to run and throw up. So she tells Elizabeth she's pregnant because she kind of figured Elizabeth might have already figured that out, although I'm not sure she had, and that Jason doesn't know yet, and she doesn't want to tell Jason until she knows the baby is going to be okay, and she asks Elizabeth not to tell Jason. So plot twist there over, you know, that's different for them. So Elizabeth says she's ethically bound not to say anything since Sam was a patient at the hospital, and she does think personally that she should tell Jason. But Sam, again, she just wants to make sure everything's okay first, and she gets a call from the hospital and her tests are in. At Ava's place, Ava sees the headline about the Port Charles hostages for the first time and tends to have a little Nicholas flashback, and someone's trying to open the door, so she goes to get her gun out, and it's Holt, who was, I believe, the guy that was getting Julian the drugs at the hospital. I didn't know his name then. It seems to be Holt. So he wants to talk about Julian. So he believes that she's the head of Jerome family now. She says she's not, but before he leaves, she says, look, if someone were to take it upon themselves to help Julian escape, I wouldn't be opposed to it. So that's kind of just stepping her foot right back in a little bit there, because we know once you take that first step, it's very hard not to take the next step. So be interesting to see what happens on that front. At the hospital, Kevin is awake and wants to get up and move around, and he thanks Laura for saving his life, and he doesn't remember anything he said on the plane. And in case you didn't either, he was basically saying how he's been walking through life, and you know, Laura's opened his eyes and she has beautiful eyes, and this, that, and the other thing, how much kind of he cares about her. So he says he's afraid he said something embarrassing, and it must have been the drugs or something, and I apologize, it totally wasn't me. So she says, oh, you just thanked me for being a good friend. So Lucy is bringing balloons and a stuffed duck apparently, and the nurse stops her and says, look, one visitor at a time, and Lucy's like, no, I tried to come last night, you're not stopping me now. And she totally like drops her name and connections to the hospital. So the nurse is gonna go call security, but Olympic update. So Lucy kind of runs to Kevin's room, I guess, because she arrives at Kevin's room, and the nurse is apologizing. Kevin's like, oh no, she's welcome here, it's fine. So Lucy tells him that he'll always be her best friend and Doc, and she doesn't want to spend any more time pretending he's not 1 second. I had complaints that you weren't here, E-Cat. There she is. No, come here, you have to show your beautiful face. There's the face. No, E-Cat, they're rebelling, they're gonna stop watching. Look, it's E-Cat. Hi. Okay. She's like, I just want to watch the Olympics, Mom. Stop. Where were we? Alright, Lucy came bounding in, nurse apologizing. Okay, so Lucy thinks that Kevin has a crush on Laura and gives her blessing, even though she says, like, look, I know you don't need it, but I just want to give you my blessing. So Ava is also getting her test results at the hospital, and Laura wants to ask her questions about Nicholas. So Ava says she can empathize with Laura after almost losing her daughter the other day, or, you know, last year. So it's breaking her heart that, it's breaking Laura's heart that he died without making peace with everything he's done, because up until like a year ago, he was a real stand-up guy, and Ava reiterates that he sacrificed to save her and that Laura should be proud. And Laura, when she goes back to the room, she can hear Kevin and Lucy laughing. At the jail, a guard tells Julian that his attorney is there, and it's Alexis. What? So she wants to have a conversation inside the cell, and she says she doesn't want him to sign the divorce papers, and she still wants to be married to him, and that she still loves him, and everyone's fighting her on it. And she says she's gonna get him out of there, and they're going to leave and go where no one knows them. And it's like, Alexis, what are you thinking? Like, the guy literally held a knife to your throat. But he's sleeping. Julian was sleeping. It was all a dream. So you can, you know. So at Kelly's, here's Alexis, real Alexis, not fake Alexis. Jordan wishes Alexis luck with the Bar Association. And Jordan tells Alexis that she was never their real target, and that then Alexis is like, look, it's not about that. This case is about a breach of ethics, and the fact is, like, you know, it doesn't look good for me. So Jordan assures her, well, at least Julian will be out of your life no matter what happens. So they have, so as Jordan's leaving, she runs into Andre. She was going to bring him breakfast, and she says she didn't like how they left things and wanted to make up for it. So they do have a meal together, and she says she's in this for the long haul. Back at the jail, for realsies this time, Alexis is really visiting Julian, and he has like this huge smile on her face, and she's like, why are you smiling? Stop it. So Julian wants the guard to leave. Alexis wants him to stay. This ain't your dream, dude. And she finds no joy in his destruction. So she needs something from him for him to testify on her behalf at the Bar Association hearing. So she tells him to prove that he loves her. He says they both know she didn't feel her life was in danger at the time that she stood up for Carlos. And he says that, yes, he will lie for her, but she has to give him a way out. So he wants her to then testify on behalf of him that she tricked him into making that statement on tape, because that's the main evidence against him. So naturally, she tells him to go to hell, and clearly she means nothing to him if he won't even do this. And he pulls the "you still love me, I know you do" card. K them. So another guard comes up, and he's like, I don't know, Julian says something, but the guard like opens his hand and there's keys, and he says, Holt's around the corner, enjoy your early release. At Perks, Aaron is really cold to Christina, and she wants to clear the air. So he doesn't care that Parker was a woman. All he cares about are the lies, and you know, when they slept together it meant something to him, and he feels like a stand-in for what she really wants, and she accepts responsibility and apologizes, and she is truly sorry. So she talks more about her feelings around Parker and the whole situation, and really getting to know herself and really not knowing anything about her own feelings. So she tells him that she went to tell Parker that she moved on, and things just kind of happened from there. And she says that she was selfish and wrong and never meant to hurt him, and she wants to make things right. So he's angry and hurt, but he wants to be understanding because he has gay friends, and he knows how hard it can be for someone to come to terms with who they are. So he doesn't want to make her feel guilty about her journey to finding out who she is. So he wanted to be more than friends, though. So coming back down to friends after being together, that would be hard for him. So he doesn't want to hate her, but he's not quite there, which I think there should be some civil time where just everything is neutral, because if something does happen after, like, it'd probably be more healthy if they did take time in the middle. And then Alexis comes over, and Christina says that Parker hasn't responded to her text, and Aaron's at least talking to her. And, well, okay, the order I said that in made it sound really bad. She starts out with, well, like, things are looking better, Aaron's talking to me, and then somehow Alexis Parker not talking to her. Alexis is like, oh, you're trying to talk to Parker, and she says, yeah, I've been texting Parker, but she won't text me back. So that's a little better. My hair purpley? No, not purpley. So Alexis tries to explain that Parker's motives, and, you know, future stuff like that, and I think she gave herself away. And now, end scene. Jordan and Andre are making progress. Oh, I forgot to do my big ol' live. Oh my goodness, I'm so stupid. That's why I had this running. Yes, I would like to make up the points I lost. Oh my goodness. Life is hard when you're doing the Olympics. So Jordan Andre making progress. She gives him a key to her place and that he can crash there today and keep it for emergencies and stuff and things. And they're cute. So Ava thinks her and Nicholas could have been something together, and she's drinking alone and toasting to him. Kevin tells Laura that he doesn't need privacy with Lucy, and he and Laura are negative for malaria. I just heard negative. I'm like, why are they acting so negative? So Sam says that Dr. Finn wants to see her in person, and she thinks that's a bad sign. Liz offers Sam a ride, and she doesn't want her to go through this alone, or, you know, to drive while she's fainting. And she's pregnant with Jake's brother or sister. Do you think Alexis is... I can't talk today. Do you think Elizabeth's motives are pure, or do you think, like, where do you think this is coming from? Because even when Sam and Elizabeth were at their most civil, they've never been this civil before, you know? Where am I? No one... Oh, so Christina tells Alexis that no one read the Parker letter, but Alexis seemed to have used the exact phrasing from the letter, so what's up with that? And Julian drops the keys to his cell, as one would, and he's reaching out for them, and a woman gently steps on his hand with her high heel pump. And who is it? I don't know. Do you know? I don't. Alright, thank you so much for watching today's recap, officially over. I think this week we'll just do character of the week, keep it open, lots of things going on. So character of the week, good, bad, whatever you want it to be. And also I thought of this really fun, maybe long-term thing we could do, where it seems like they have recurring things that happen in General Hospital, especially when it comes to pregnancies and stuff. So we want to do kind of a fun long-term pool, again, just for fun, for when you think the next announcement of a pregnancy is going to happen, or the next wedding, proposal, this, that, just fun stuff like that. We already have somebody dialed in for April 15th for the next baby next wedding. So I'm writing them all in my trusty little book, and I will see you tomorrow for more General Hospital. Not sure the timing, shouldn't be super late, but probably not on time. Definitely not on time. But I will see you then, and I hope you have a great day. Happy Olympics. Bye.